Hey guys, it's me, Crazy Honda Chris at Randy Kill Honda in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Congratulations on your brand new Honda CR-V Hybrid Sport L. In this video, I'll show you guys how to customize all of your vehicle settings so when you drive off the lot, you are set for success. All you have to do is show it off to friends and family. First steps, make sure the vehicle's on and running. Check. Vehicle has to be in park. If you're not in park, you cannot customize or change your vehicle settings. Now, the controls. You're gonna be over here on the right hand side of the wheel. You use the little wheel right here to scroll up and down throughout the menu, and to select items you're gonna push in on the wheel. Now with that all being done, let's go all the way down to vehicle settings. Push in on the wheel. Now you see we got a group up there, so we got a group settings. Then once you select into a group, you have a menu for the features and functions. And then once you get in there to change how you want that to be, it goes to setup. So I'll just letting you guys know, because once you select one, it automatically backs you out. And the first instinct is to hit the back button. If you do that, it's like backing out twice. So keep that in mind as we play around, okay? Now the first thing that's gonna pop up is gonna be tire pressure monitoring system calibration. So if and when you get tire pressure light that comes on, you go out there, you double check it, adjust it accordingly, and then to reset it, you hit calibrate. Boom, bang, done. Now we'll go down to the next option. It's going to be driver's assist system setup. This is where you can customize all of your Honda sensing features. I got to adjust the seat here. First thing that's going to pop up is going to be forward collision warning distance. So this is you driving down the road. The car senses you're going to hit an object in front of you, maybe another car. It's going to warn you to brake, and it's going to try to slow you down, and it's going to try to reduce your speed or stop you if you don't act fast enough or soon enough. Now, how soon would you like that to be? As long distance, it means longer down the road, versus shorter, it'd be closer to you. Do you want it to warn you? Okay, so I'm going to keep it on normal. All these settings, I'm going to keep it on the default settings or turn things on, so people, when they take out for a test drive, they can come up with their own opinion. Now, next one's going to be adaptive cruise control. That's ACC, forward vehicle detection beep. So I'm assuming that you know how adaptive cruise control work, or you watch my other video that shows you all the cool standard features and functions. I explained it in there. But every time a car gets in and out of range for your adaptive cruise control, do you want the vehicle to beep at you? Oh, car's in range, slows you down. Oh, car gets out of range, beep, 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 car speeds up. So that's kind of nice. So if I'm over here talking to whoever's in the front seat, or just talking to someone in general, and I feel the car is slowing down and speeding up, I get a little audible to let me know, hey, this is why. Now we'll go down to the next one. It's gonna be a road departure mitigation. You can change the sensitivity of this. That keeps you on the road in the center of your lane. Maybe you don't like it as you go out of your lane a little bit and it brings you back. Maybe you just want to go out of your lane and have it to warn you. That's it right there. But I'm going to keep it on normal. Lane keeping assist suspense beep. So as you go out of your lane, beep, 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 as it brings you back. Yes. I like to have that reminder how bad I'm doing at driving. That was an attempt at a good joke. All right, now we have blind spot information system. This is probably the way you want it. So as you guys know, you have a nice little indicator right here on the side mirror. So as you're driving down the road for city and highway driving, a car's in a blind spot, that's going to light up as a nice solid orange light. Then when you have your turn indicator on while someone's in a blind spot, it's going to flash and beep at you. Is how we have it set up. So yeah, let's keep it. Traffic sign, simple and easy. You got a front-facing camera right up here. It's going to find the speed limit sign as you're driving down the road. Would you like that to display the speed limit sign as you see right here? Yeah, I like that. So when I go somewhere new, not familiar with the area, hopefully that helps me out. Next one is, do you want it to warn you when you're speeding? When you're exceeding the speed limit. So it finds the speed limit sign. It says 30 miles an hour. I'm going 32. Do I want it to warn me, hey, as it flashes at you, you're speeding? I'm going to say yes. I know your first instinct is to turn this off, but if we keep it on and go down to the next setting, you can change the speed limit warning threshold. So yeah, let's do it. You want it to warn you at speed limit, 3, 5, or 10 above. I won't look and I won't tell if you don't. Now let's go down to the next. Driver's attention monitoring system. So the car knows the difference between you doing a bad job at driving, just right, or the wind blowing you around. So if you're doing a bad job at driving, I'm assuming you probably want the car to do everything in its power to alert you for safety. Pull over, Mr. Chris, take a coffee break, power nap, sleep it off, who knows what's going on. Yeah, I do. So let's select that one. Now next from there, it's going to be your rear sensors. So you know that low speed braking control or your parking sensors. Let's say if you have a hitch with a bike on it, some small items, things like that. This is where you can go to turn that off so it's not always signing off or going off on you. Is it off or on when the sound goes off? Let us know down below in the comments. All right, so here we go. That's everything under that group. So we finished the first group, second group, down to the third for the meter setup. Now you can select the language. I think this one's gonna be pretty easy for me because I only know English. So I'm gonna keep it there so I can continue through this video. Outside temperature display. So you can see right now, way down there on the bottom left-hand corner, it says 79 degrees. Oh, it's beautiful out there today right now. Wind is nice, breeze and all. But anyways, you can fine-tune this bad boy right now within a 5 degrees swing of Fahrenheit. I'm gonna keep it on the default. Now we're gonna go down to trip A and trip B. So this one's trip A. You can choose when you want that to automatically reset, when you refuel, or when you turn off the vehicle, or when you do it. Now once again, my walk around video is gonna show you guys how to do it yourself. So you guys get the point. Link down below in the description. Now trip B is gonna be the same thing. Let's go to outside alarm volume. So this could be like your turn-in indicators, your buzzers, your warnings, stuff like that. How loud or quiet would you like that to be? I'll keep it in the medium. Going down to the next, your fuel efficiency backlight. So as you're driving down the road and you're being fuel efficient, you will see a green bar right up there to let you know when you're being fuel efficient. So right now we are, because we're sitting here, we're not using gas, we're using the hybrid system. So good job, we're being fuel efficient. But if you turn that off, boom, as you notice, that light's not there. We never display when you are being fuel efficient. So the next person, I'm gonna go back and turn that back on. I just want you to see the visual on that. All right, so now I'm scrolling up versus down, so a little quicker. You got your rear seat reminder. So let's imagine my son, Cameron, 9 years old. He's running out to the car, throwing his gym bag in the back seat of the vehicle before I even turn on the vehicle. 8 minutes before I turn on the vehicle. Perfect. I turn on the vehicle, we jump right in. He jumps in too as well. And I get to where we're going. I turn off the car. It's going to say check rear seat. Okay. So that's a reminder up there. Now the cutoff time is 10 minutes. That's the reason why I mentioned 8 minutes. Okay. So let's imagine, just for the heck of it, I open up the back door. I throw some supplies in there. Within 10 minutes of me starting up the vehicle, I arrive where I'm going to drop off supplies. It's going to have a reminder up there. If I do it 15 minutes before I turn on the vehicle, you're not going to get a reminder. That's what I'm trying to share with you guys, okay? So now let's say the car's on and running, someone opens up the door, you will get a reminder, so long as the car is on from that point. Now, rear seat reminder, on or off? Why not? We'll keep it on. It doesn't bug me much. Not often I have people in the car, but if I do, or supplies, I'm set. Now you can change your speed distance, kilometers to miles. We'll keep it on miles. Now that's everything under there. We're going to back up into the next group. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4 group. Driving position setup. Memory link. So, as I grab the key fob, you notice on the back of your key fob, you're going to have a 1 or 2. There it is. So I got a driver 1. So I can set up my 2-seat memory, set my seat everywhere I want, hit set, then hold down the 1. It saves the position of your seat, and now it's linked to the key fob if this is on. It's on. Perfect. Next one's going to be seat position movement on entry and exit. So let's say it's on like it is now. I turn off the car. I open up the door. the seat will move back a little bit to make it a little easier on exiting the vehicle. Now, when I get into the vehicle, I open up the door, I shut the door, I get my seatbelt on, of course, whatever, and I turn on the vehicle, it moves forward. You know, gets me snug like a bug. So it just makes it a little easier to get in and out. If you don't like it, you can turn it off. Now we're gonna go down. That's it. Down to the next group. Keyless access setup. So this is when you got the key fob in your pocket, your purse, your jacket. We're talking about the door unlock mode. Okay? I'll walk up, put my hand in the handle. Do I want all doors to unlock or just the driver's side door? Now, there's going to be a delay once I put my hand in the handle, right? Let's say if I select all doors and I put my hand in the handle, I got the kids with me. Cameron, I love that little guy. He's always yanking on locked door handles, right? So I can see him right now, have his eyes closed and yanking on the locked door, right? So he won't see the lights flash. But let's say someone is paying attention, they see the lights flash. There we go, that's a visual cue that the door is unlocked. But not to help him, since he yanks on door handles with his eyes closed for some reason, hand in the handle, light flash, beep beep, it's unlocked. No excuses there, little booger. Now we'll go down to the next setting, remote start. We like to keep this available at all times on your fob, or we like to permanently deactivate that. Well, here in Iowa, winters get pretty crazy, so I'm going to keep it on. I like to use it. Now we'll go down. That's it. Down to the next one. Lighting setup. Auto high beams. Simple. On or off. Driving down the highway, no oncoming lights, no city lights. Boom, those bad boys are on. Driving down the highway, oncoming lights coming at us. It turns it off automatically. Once they pass, no lights, boom, right back on. I over-explained it. Interior light dimming time. So this is when I turn off the car, I get out, shut the door, and X amount of time when I want my interior dome lights to turn off. Options. It's going to be 15, 30, or 60 seconds. I'll keep it on the default. Now, this one I can see people adjusting is going to be your headlight auto off timer. So, same thing once again. I turn off the vehicle, get out, shut the door, timer starts. When do you want your headlights to turn off? Right away, 15, 30, or 60 seconds. The reason I can see why people will adjust this, just imagine you're getting home late at night, you don't have a well-lit area, as you park the car in the street, or maybe in the driveway, or in the parking lot at work, you just need a little more time to see where you're going and what's around you. Bang, that's when you do it. Me, I live a boring life. Most of the time I'm home before dark, or less, winter hours. You're here, it gets dark like at 4:30 sometimes. But home, I pull right in the driveway or right in the garage, so it doesn't bug me as much. Now we'll go down, auto light sensitivity. So your headlights will always be on auto unless you adjust it yourself, right? So when they're set to auto, and how soon or how sensitive, as in soon for max, would you like your lights to come on between day and nighttime levels? Okay, there we go. Looks like everything was blurry there for a second. All right. So we'll keep it on a mid. So once again, if your headlights are set to auto and it's raining between day or nighttime levels, well, if it's nighttime, your headlights should be on anyways. But let's say it's a nice, in the afternoon. It's raining and snowing in the afternoon. You turn on your wipers, boom, headlights automatically come on. Makes it easier for people to see you. That's it. Underneath that, we'll go down to the next one. Door setup. We're cruising through this. Door auto lock or auto lock door. Well, I said it wrong twice, but you guys see it. So when do you want your doors to automatically lock? When you get to speed, when you shift from park, or have it off and just whenever you select the button? No wrong answer here. I've got younger kids. When I ship from park, no one can open up the door back there. I like it. We keep them as a hostage. Now, next one, when you want your doors to unlock. Let's imagine you're arriving to Randy Kill Honda here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, right? About to get your first oil change. Of course, you're going to say hello to me. But, you know, you got the kiddos with you. So, when you want your doors to unlock, a lot of people like the first option right here. The first one's great because you put the vehicle into a park, you can turn it off, you can mind your surroundings. If it's a new environment, looking around, you know, you're in a parking lot, people do crazy things. Now, they can't open up the door back there, but let's say, you know, I'm sitting over here as a, you know, passenger. I can open up that door, or the driver can open up this door. As soon as you do one or the other, bang, door's unlocked. Okay, so I like that option. Second option, maybe everyone's now mature enough, they know how to look for cars. As soon as you shift to park, door unlocks. When you turn out the vehicle, boom, door unlocks. So pretty easy, or have it off. Walkaway auto lock. I love this feature so much because it takes one less thing off my second guessing list. So I turn out the car, I got the key fob with me, car's off, no keys in the car, shut the door, walk away, get 5-10 feet away, bang, locks all the doors. I never have to second guess myself. Did I lock them? Did I not? I don't know. I just know they're locked. Now let's say, for example, because I know my wife ran into this situation with her CRV, is that she has this huge body bag. Well, I tease her and call it a body bag. It's a purse. She keeps her phone and her key fob in this giant purse. So sometimes the phone can block this, so the car can't find it, or maybe it's buried so much that the radio wave, or whatever you want to call it, is not getting to register where the key fob's at that time when she walks away from the vehicle. Okay, so the car will make a funny sound, do, or beep at you from that point to let you know, hey, I don't know where the key fob's at. Come back here, make sure we're not locking it in the car. It happens once in a blue moon. Okay, so keep an ear out for that. Now we have keyless lock answer back. Yeah, I like the card to talk back to me when it's lock and unlock, stuff like that. That'd be beautiful. Let's keep it on. Keyless remote power window control. So you guys probably see my walk around, sorry, not my walk around video. Well, you probably have now, I mentioned it twice, but my tips and trick video, where I show a lot of cool hidden features and functions within the Honda CR-V that us sales guys forget to share with you guys. One of those is for those hot summer days, you can plan ahead to roll down your windows with your key fob. You just simply double tap and hold the unlock button on your key fob. The longer you hold the unlock button, the further down the windows will go. But let's imagine you double tap and hold just for a split second is just long enough to crack the windows down because you're trying to let, you know, Betty in the car to get her, I don't know, supplies, and they didn't notice the windows are cracked. So next day you come out there after it rains, it snows, maybe a giant bug gets in there, it creates a whole big mess. So if you're afraid that's going to happen, you can turn this feature off. Scroll up and hit off. Lockout prevention. So this way you cannot accidentally lock your keys. Excuse me. You cannot accidentally lock your keys in the car. Or if the car's panicking because it can't find where the keys are at because, you know, your phone's blocking it because they're right next to each other, it will beep at you to let you know. I like that. Let's keep that on. Definitely encourage you to keep that on. Lock presetting. So with my 2011 Honda Accord, I can't hit the lock button on my fob if one of these doors are open. Preset the lock. So let's imagine I turn off the car, I got the key with me. I don't have the walkaway auto lock set up. I shut the door. Lucy, one of my other kids over here, messing around, taking forever to grab her cheerleading stuff. And then, you know, what the heck? I can't hit the lock button, right? Well, if you have the pre-lock setting on, I hit the lock button, she's messing around, my door is shut. As soon as she shuts her door, bang, all the doors are locked. That's the pre-lock setting. I just gave you guys a whole bunch of motion sickness right there. Whiplash. All right. That's the lock presetting. Power tailgate setup. Keyless open mode, anytime, or unlock. So that's going to be referring to this button right here. So do you want to be able to open up the power lift gate anytime by selecting the button, or do you want to hit unlock first and then do it? Anytime works for me. If I'm going to select that, I know I'm close to the vehicle. Now, second option is going to be a power open by outer handle. You want that to be a power tailgate at all times, or do you want it to be a manual? So on that there. All right, so you want it powered or not powered? Now, if you guys ate gnats too and we play around with this, bugs that fly into you, put down bugs down below in the comments. Let's see how many times people eat bugs. Why did I say the stuff I do? Because I'm crazy. Climate control setup. We got driver and passenger. You can keep it as auto. Right there is keep it on. Love it. You can find more information on that on your owner's manual. And then that should be pretty much everything. I think the last thing we're going to have is going to be maintenance reset. Yep, maintenance. So you will get your maintenance minders. I have a separate video out there for this. Let's back out all the way up. You can reset 1 or 2 items or 3 items from that point. I got people that stopped in front of me. So, for example, let's say we fully back out. We go all the way down to maintenance life. You'll see like a code A, B, 1 through 7. My video will show you guys what all those mean from that point. So check that video next if you want to be a little more proactive and use a fail-safe code for your preventive maintenance, okay? All right, well, that's it, guys. Congratulations on your brand new Honda CR-V. We'll see you guys at your next visit here at Randy Co Honda or at the next YouTube video. Bye-bye.